Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cult of the Lamb. So last time we managed to defeat Calamar. He absolutely wrecked us. We managed to beat him, but just barely. We were about one hit away from actual death. We also did some upgrades on the farm. I also did some off camera. So our farms are now upgraded in such a way that they harvest everything for me, which is very handy. It saves me time, so that way I'm not having to do it all. Our farmers are a bit preoccupied right now. We've also got a bunch of guys consecrating resources because we unlocked the final tier of housing. These houses actually don't collapse. They cost a lot of gold and wooden planks to make though, but in the long run, it'll pay for itself just because every time people sleep, there isn't that risk of potentially having to throw wood into it. That's going to take a while, but I will slowly work towards it. We need to focus on actually collecting more followers just because they are aging out faster than we can collect them. We have a lot of empty houses, as you can see, because... well, there we go. That's proving my point exactly. Elagos right there, or... yeah, Elagos just died of old age. We are having people pass away quicker than we can actually collect them. So we're going to have to focus on getting some more followers. I also unlocked a new fleece coat, which was pretty cool. I went back and I farmed for all of those rare fish, and my reward for it was I could unlock a new type of coat. So this coat, let me double check. So I gain a diseased heart every time a tarot card is drawn, but 100% of my items will be lost if I'm killed on a run. I have yet to die on a run. Now, I know I was just talking about Calamar almost killed me, but I have yet to die, so I thought that I would risk it for a biscuit, play a little bit on the dangerous side, and actually decide to get a bunch of diseased hearts, because I'm finding tarot cards all of the time. Also, I'm not going to do anything about it right this second, but as these stone mines and lumber yards kind of collapse, I'm probably only going to have maybe 2 of each, potentially 3, just because my resources are doing a lot better, and I'm finding myself, I don't actually have the followers to collect devotion for me, work the farms, do everything else. Everybody is always busy just mining away or chopping wood. What can I do for you, Natty? We are all exhausted. Please let us have a break. We wish to observe the Sabbath. Perform the holy day ritual? Sure, we can take a day off. If that is the case, I'm just gonna outright harvest this body in front of everybody. It's gonna make me lose some faith. Potentially. Oh no, I took the cannibal trait, so they don't actually care if I chop people up anymore. Well, that's good to know. In that case, I am just going to have... where was the... holy day ritual. Let's have a holy day announced. This is the second holiday we've had in, like, this week alone in the game. Alright, well, enjoy your holiday, everybody. While they are all messing around, I'm gonna collect my reward from Natty real fast. Wherever he is. Oh my gosh, they are all on top of each other. There we go. Wow, you did it. Truly you were without flaw. I am grateful, great leader. Of course I'm without flaw. I am the great leader. Give me all of that beautiful devotion. Give me an extra stone that I can't use right now. But everybody's going to enjoy their holiday. And I am going to head off. And let's go ahead and check out the new web area. 50 coins for a follower, I'm gonna have to pass. That's kind of expensive. Let's check out the Silk Cradle. Alrighty. The Zealous Dagger. Collected Fervor will also increase your Divine Inspiration bar. Oh right, so I unlocked Zealous weapons, and what they do is, for every little extra bit of fervor you collect, you basically get free devotion. It'll work on your Divine Inspiration bar. I am constantly dealing with fervor being left around just because I don't use my curses properly, so that's a lot of free devotion that I can be generating. Entering the lands of the Bishop Shamura, those who do not follow the ways of the old faith will be destroyed. Yeah, alright, we'll see about that. Okay. I got to admit the damage output on this weapon isn't amazing, but that just might be because it's the sword and not something better. Alright, let's go east. So we determined last time these little spiders, they like to actually get themselves stuck in the ground, which makes life easier for me. Alright. I bet you I missed something to the west here. Is this break the egg sac within a certain amount of time and you'll actually prevent enemies from spawning? Or is my breaking it actually causing the enemies to spawn? Questions, questions, but no answers to be found. Let's go south. Couple of fragments to a stone. Fantastic. I really like that that's something that you can actually find, just because it's very handy. Go ahead and get yourself stuck, bud. Spider silk. Ooh, interesting. I have no idea what silk is used for, but we have it now. Getting those stone fragments, though, is very handy because you increase chance to spawn better chests. This one I've always found is very nice. You just get more money, items, etc. It's not going to help me damage-wise, but that's something I can live with. I didn't actually get another disease heart, even though I drew a tarot card, which is interesting. Okay. We're making our way on through. So far it seems like pretty standard stuff, couple of new enemies, but it's not too much more difficult. When hit down to half heart, all enemies will be dealt 2 damage. That's fantastic. I don't think I'll be using that much, but oh, I want another card, but I need the followers, so we're gonna take this mystery slot. Who are you? Peace be with you, Crusader. I seek only the truth and the light, but I may be of service to you. I can increase the loyalty of any follower you choose. Oh. Plus 60 loyalty to anyone. That's pretty handy. Do Zepar, sure. My work is done. This fool would follow you into the deepest darkness from whence no one returns. Thank you very much. I didn't catch your name, but I appreciate it. Alright, let's get this follower real fast. Shamura, for your wisdom we make this offering. Knower of all, in you we seek the answer. Alright, we're taking out all of these cultists. I'm just assuming they're cultists. I have no actual proof that they aren't like the head honcho religion around here, but everything they do strikes me as a bit culty. I don't see an outfit like this and think, oh, these are pretty upstanding people. I also noticed these stones, they light up, so there's probably one more wave after this one. Yeah, one more wave should do it, more than likely. I would always wonder before how to actually verify that I was getting close to getting the followers. It's those stones. I just am blind and never noticed that before. Don't worry, friend. You'll be very safe at our cult. onto the boss. Easy peasy, we blew through that. That is such a tease. We are one devotion away from actually getting an upgrade. There we go. So yeah, that fervor is slowly building up devotion for me. It's not a lot, but, you know, it helps. Every little bit helps, just because you need the devotion to actually get pretty important upgrades. There's nothing in particular I want to look into, unless maybe I want to get those propaganda speakers. Those seemed kind of interesting, just because the thought of people dissenting against us is pretty dangerous. 10% chance of gaining a blue heart when killing someone, that's pretty nice. But the thought of all of our followers turning against us, that almost happened last time, that's pretty scary. Shamura, he waits by the rocks of the darkened sea at the foot of the long sudden drop. Within the maw of pointed-teeth beasts, the stutter of the heart then stopped. Shamura sure does like their poetry. He was the fifth bishop of the old faith, our brother, the one who waits. Back then he was known by the name Narendare. But as millennia wore on, he grew discontent with his role. He began to question. He was gluttonous in his ambition. And in my imprudence I loved him. For it I lost my mind. For it he lost his freedom. Can you fathom such betrayal, Lamb? Of your own turned against you? Would you like to find out? He was the fifth bishop of the old faith. Our brother, the one who waits. Back then he was known by the name Narendare. Leader? I'm sorry. Oh, you're turning my people against me? Oh, you're not just turning them against me, you're flat out having them try to kill me. Wow, they're also kind of tanky. Oh gosh, this is... this is not going to be good if they're going to be having me kill all of my own followers. Dang, and I just lost a bunch of faith because I have people who are scared of death. Well, that is unfortunate. Alright, well, there's always a 1 and then a 5, so at some point we are going to lose 5 followers. That will be rough. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll do some of our old people. Not that I'm suggesting we should kill the elderly, but if we were to lose someone, I wouldn't cry if it was them. Gain an extra heart or gain an extra 2? Gain 1 heart or gain 2 hearts? I think I'll take the extra 2 hearts. Maybe my math is off there, but one of these seems better than the other. Alrighty. And that just confirmed breaking those egg sacs prevents more enemies from spawning. Folklore. It's a big old spider. Honestly, I can afford to just tank kind of everything here. I have a surprising amount of health right now. Yeah, just stand in the Ichor, my friend. Good things come to those who stand around an Ichor. Alrighty. And Folklore is dead. There's a free follower that'll make up for the one that we just lost. Fantastic. A big gift, some beetroots or beetroot seeds. Let's do beetroot seeds just because we can start growing. 12 beetroot seeds, that'll allow us to grow our own beetroots, which in turn, there's that first tick, which will in turn allow us to grow more and more beetroots as well as collect them. It's just more viable in the long run. Fantastic, we got that boss down. Alright, let's check. So we can collect the food from people right over here, all of the food that they collect. And then we can also just fill this up with crops that we want them to grow. Perfection. I'm not even gonna bother working on the farms. They do it on their own, albeit slowly, but it's very tedious working on all of the farms. That's part of why I wanted to automate it in the first place. Okay. Rituals cool down quicker. That would be kind of nice, I suppose. Prison. Holds naughty followers. Well, actually, I don't really need the prison anymore. I thought that we were going to be losing... Hold on 1 second. I need to actually think about what I'm trying to say out loud. I thought that we were going to be suffering from people dissenting against us through Shamura, but instead we're just going to be killing our own followers, which isn't great, but we can work with that at least. Compost bin. Let's upgrade our refineries. We need so much stuff from the refineries anyways. Perfect. We'll also steal all of this devotion, and then let's see what we're working with. We can build a couple more shelters. Oh, it is swinging all over the place. Wow. We will do that in the morning. And what does it take to upgrade the refineries? Refinery 2, a lot of gold. Surprising amount of gold, actually. I don't think I can even afford these refineries. I have 4 of them. And it takes 10 gold per. That would be 60 gold. I have just enough to do my refineries. I think I'm going to hold off on the refineries for now. Let's get some more gold going, and we will get some more planks going as well for the housing. Oh, we will harvest this person real fast. I didn't even notice that they were dead. Oh, this guy's just standing here awkwardly because we didn't build his house. One of the nice things about these houses also, besides the fact they don't break down, they generate devotion in their sleep. And since everybody has to sleep, that's, you know, however many followers. We have 11 followers right now. Wow, we have really suffered in our numbers. That's 110 devotion potentially per night, which isn't insane, but it's something, you know? Why are you just standing here? Are you glitching out? I think that person's glitching out right there. That's interesting. Zepar, you can live here. Maybe that'll move ya? Nope. Okay, this person is just flat out glitching out. Alright, well, we have all of these houses assigned. Let's go and do a daily sermon. I found doing these sermons daily, it gets you plenty of... it's not devotion in this case. I don't know what you would actually call it. It looks like devotion, but it's different. It gets you those upgrades which unlock new weapons, etc. Like the zealous weaponry that I unlocked last time. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a crown offering, and let's max out possessions. Sacral architecture. All cult members will gain the sacral architecture trait when a new building is constructed. Gain +5 faith. That's pretty nice. Or gain more faith when delivering a sermon. Oh, we need that for sure because we need a lot of... Well, I hope it doesn't mean the faith like this kind. I hope it means that I will get more points. Draw more energy from people. However, now that I think about it, I probably should have done the sacral architecture one. But that is okay. Alright. People are a little hungry, so let's cook up some meals real fast. We have a ton of food, which, I mean, is amazing, because with all this food, we can keep our people fed, they'll keep pooping, poop can go back into fertilizer. It's a system that cannot fail. Alright, collect up all of this. Collect this loyalty reward real fast. Alright, and let's get back out to Silk Cradle. Hopefully we can get some more followers to offset the fact that we are going to have them start dying. I'm not buying a follower for 50 gold though. That is a lot of money, And I'm a little broke right now, not gonna lie. Alright. Wow, that guy's even more massive than usual. He's more dead than usual also. Oh my gosh, there's like a big old centipede here. This grass is actually making it a little difficult to see. Managing to poison people helps out a lot. Alright, we are gonna go back west, and then we are gonna head south from there. Ow. That guy got a lucky hit off on me, I'm gonna call it. Alright, where's he landing? Right there. Acquired a giant skull. Okay, for 5 bones I can build a giant skull at home, very nice. Might actually build one of those, looks kinda cool. Receive double health when healing, and I didn't get a disease heart. I wanna double check, that is what this is supposed to, maximum of 1 diseased heart at a time. Oh, that would have been good to have known. Okay. Enemies will drop more fervor or 1 extra health. Actually, more fervor would be nice just because it's free devotion. I've typically avoided those in the past. Well, now I'm not even collecting the fervor. Come on, come all to a palace of wonder and delight, where all that glimmers is gold, guaranteed. Midas's cave opens 7 days. So like a casino of sorts, it would appear. Very nice. Hey, I mean, if it's gold, I am suffering for this stuff. If he wants to go and give me money, I'm not gonna complain. Because everything is very expensive. We're starting to reach that stage where we're going from mid-tier to high-tier end game buildings, and just about everything costs money. Which, don't get me wrong, that's completely fine. We just need a way to generate more money. So if Midas wants to, I bet you he's gonna be like, give me a follower, I'll turn him into gold or something. They always seem to do stuff like that in games like this. And you know what? I'm down for it. We're low on followers, but depending on how much gold they give me, I'm willing to sacrifice 1 or 2 of them. Alright, give me that chest. This was a very complex starting level for a crusade. Alrighty, what can we do? We can get follower, enemy, log, boss. We can buy a follower, albeit if I can get stuff for free, why wouldn't I? So I'm just gonna go down this side path. Well, I say free. Survive 4 waves and it's free. Which, I mean, 4 waves, that's not a huge deal. I'll probably lose a little bit of health, but, you know, it happens. We're already on wave 2. So absolutely flying through them. I need a better weapon. Last time I got the dagger, and I used to like the dagger a lot in the earlier runs, but it just doesn't hold up even though it's really fast. Right now I'm using the sword, and the damage output, it's not amazing. It's not terrible, but don't worry, friend, you'll be safe with me until you probably inevitably get sacrificed against me by Shamura. Alright, steal a bunch of devotion. Wow, 30 devotion in one go. That's the most we've ever stolen before. At once. I actually managed to poison the egg sac there. I'm not really sure how that works, but I did it. Okay, yeah, so these egg sacs burst open if you don't destroy them in time and enemies come out. Which, arguably, if you were after a lot of bones for rituals or something, probably better just to let the egg sac get destroyed, like naturally, and then just kill the stuff that comes out of it. But I am not hurting for bones, so I see no point in actually bothering. Alright, let's go west. Shamura again, please don't kill more of my followers. I'm not what I once was. Though no longer wise, I am no fool. I know the end draws near. I can take some comfort in confession. The blame hangs heavy round my neck. I introduced him to ideas of change. For my domain is knowledge, and it is ever evolving. An organic state of being for myself, but for him most unnatural. Death cannot flow backwards. It was I who had him chained, forced into subjugation by the four of us. Subjugated as you too soon shall be. Make peace. Bow to me, Lamb. I'm gonna try bowing. I don't know what happens. Last time I refused, I had a bunch of my followers get hurt. If I bow, I'm disappointed, I admit. I thought my brother had better taste. Okay, so I don't actually have to kill followers by bowing. You know what? I will swallow my pride. I can regain said pride once I actually end up killing them, Shamura, but if it keeps some of my followers alive, I really don't have the followers to spare. As much as I want to sacrifice, like, I think it goes 1 and then 5. I can't afford to lose 5 followers right now. I think I have 12 in total. Our numbers will be absolutely decimated if I did that. Ooh, some pumpkins. Very nice. Alright, well, Shamura showed up this way, so clearly that's progression. In which case, let us head there. When killing an enemy, 10% chance of healing, or reveal the map. Chance of healing, we don't really need the map. We're checking out all the rooms anyways. I like that card if I'm doing really long runs, but I'm also trying to be fast. There's no point in it if I'm just pushing forward. The boss is going to be in the next room. Not room, but next, once I finish this chamber, I guess you could call it. I don't know actually what you would call it. This tile on the map will then lead me directly to the boss's tile, and then from there I'll lose all of my tarot cards anyways, so the reveal the map card isn't quite as nice. Better weapon, hopefully? Of course not. Divine Guardian or Point of Corruption. Let's do Point of Corruption. Divine Guardian, it makes it to where you... I'm gonna get rid of that. Divine Guardian, you don't take any damage for 2 seconds, which in its own is kind of nice, but I don't know. We're kind of tanky at this point, so it's not a huge deal. There we go. And let's face up against the boss. Steal all this devotion first, of course. Smash up this egg sac, just one less enemy to have to deal with. Vampiric dagger, same amount of damage, but extra speed. Why not? This Bane sword, that's really bad. 2 damage for just a chance of poisoning people. Yeah, I'll take the dagger. At least this one has speed. I don't know why I have such a bad sword to start with. That sword was absolutely horrible. Alright, we took out them. Let's get this centipede. I can't quite DPS the centipede in time, so I'm oftentimes stuck and I get spiked by it right as it attacks. Alrighty, pick out all these extra spiders that spawned in. And there we go, it got itself stuck. We can take it out. I want that card that turns... Wow, that was actually really handy. Bunch of extra health. That card that ends up turning fervor into devotion, because that's a bunch of fervor right there that I'm missing out on. Enemies have a chance to drop fish or an extra disease heart, plus the extra one I get from my fleece coat, so I'm going in with 10 hearts. I think I can afford to tank this a little bit. Vefar. Yeah, I'm honestly just gonna sit here and tank it. There's no reason not to. I have so much bonus health. I've only just finished up all the disease hearts and they're already almost dead. This is kind of an open and shut case. I lost only 4 hearts. I didn't even take any actual health damage. And we get a new follower out of it. Beetroot seeds, beetroots, or a bunch of gold nuggets. We will do more beetroot seeds. Get a bunch of extra coins also, and we will go home. Halfway towards Shamura. Fantastic. We're making really good progress. We'll probably get Shamura in this actual episode. Collect up all this food. We need to put more seeds in for our people to actually grow. 1 second there, friend. What can I do for you? Excuse me, leader. Some creatures are here seeking shelter with our cult, but they are sick. Should we let them join? Yes. I will gladly take 2 extra followers, even if they're sick. This was the person we got from the first boss. I forgot to actually come in and indoctrinate them. You can work towards worship. Oh, do we not have enough farmers? In that case, you, my friend, can work on the farm, and then these will be the 2 sick people. Ooh, both positive. I like when they only have positive traits. They're very handy. I'll also have you tend the farms. Weren't you the sick person? Wow, we have really bolstered our numbers in like a split second. Oh, this is the sick person. Okay, we got 2 extra people. Wow, we are just getting all of the followers. You are gonna go straight on bed rest, friend. Make sure that they're actually doing bed rest. Of course I will spare you. And what on earth is your head doing there? You go straight to bed rest. We will collect up all of this. Plenty of devotion. Get our free offerings for the day. And I think a whole day passed while we were out, so we should be able to do a sermon. Yeah. And we have all of these extra followers. Wow, I know I said we needed to bolster our numbers. I didn't realize we were gonna bolster it all in one go. That is fantastic. That gets our faith back up, and let's go ahead and declare one of the last Law and Orders. After this, we only need 2 more. Ritualistic fight pit. Perform a ritual at your temple in which 2 followers fight to the death unless you're feeling merciful. Or perform a ritual at your temple so you can marry one of your followers. Gain 30 faith. Like, do I specifically marry them, or am I ordaining a wedding? I think I'm ordaining a wedding. Hopefully. I'm not looking for love. I'm a cult leader. There's no room for love in my heart. Alright. Oh gosh. That glitchy mess when they're all on top of each other. Okay, spread out everybody. Oops. Let's go ahead. We are going to collect up all of this devotion. And I'm actually going to use... So these camellia flowers you can use to just instantly heal up people, which is very handy. Boom. It looks like he's still sick. He isn't. That's just the animation. It'll take a day or 2 for it to actually go away. But there we go. They're no longer sick. And I just collected up some extra stuff so we can build some extra housing. Well, we can build 1 extra housing. I think, weirdly enough, you need poop to actually upgrade these houses. I'm not sure if we're using it as like... I would guess we're using it almost how you would use mortar when you're building up housing with bricks. That's the only potential thing that comes to mind. Who knows? But either way, we have some new houses that'll be built up tomorrow. Everything is going absolutely swimmingly. The only thing that we're really suffering on is that we potentially have 5 followers. We're going to lose if Shamura decides to go ballistic on us. They're going to be a little upset for us waking them up, but I wanted to turn in the quest while we could. And that's 2 extra stones. That means we don't really need those stones anymore, just because they are... You enjoying the ground there, bud? Those stones are used for the rituals, not specifically rituals. You use them for the upgrades in there, and there are only 2 slots left, so we've got all of that done. Come here. I wasn't trying to build, but anyways, let's go ahead. We're gonna go up against Shamura's cronies again, and we're at day 50. We're going to push forward. We're up to 17 followers now. That is much better than the measly 11 we were at. And we've got a hammer. That's pretty nice. The hammer at least does some good damage. I will say I'm not a huge fan of its speed, but I like it a lot more than the axe. Its reach also... not the greatest, but I'm not going to complain. 20% chance of healing whenever I kill someone, that's pretty good. I do have to take actual health damage for that to come into effect, but I've already lost a plague heart, so who knows, maybe it'll happen sooner than we thought. Just because getting a little unlucky with the hammer. It is a little off-putting to jump from fast weapons to slow to fast, etc. Shroomy, what are you looking at? That's right, you crown bearers are all the same, nothing without your adoring followers. Rutao wasn't like that, he stayed true to who he was, you'll never live up to him. Get out of my way, I've got knucklebones to play and money to win. Come and play me if you want a real challenge. Alright, so I think that's all of the followers. Not followers, but all of the potential Knucklebones players. Pardon me, Shroomy. You would think Shroomy would actually want to be going towards... There was that mushroom area where the guy was asking for mushrooms. You would think that would be where Shroomy would want, but apparently he's a big fan of playing Knucklebones. More fervor or fire projectile when you swing your weapon. Let's do the projectile, that seems pretty cool. It's got a 10-second cooldown, but that's okay. Get an extra heart. At this point, we're going to be... actually, I want to collect up all of this manure just because we actually need the poop to upgrade the houses. Bunch of beetroot seeds, some money. Okay, what do we have? We're not hurting for followers anymore, so we can get a card. This one means that if you activate it, you don't actually lose your items if you die. But so far, we haven't really been having any issues. I think card... How do we want to do this? Card, health... Stone, enemies, go. I think that should be fine. Or maybe we'll do the follower, just because having extra followers is pretty nice. Better chance of chests is always handy. Oh, that was a quick one. Oh, right, it was a card one. I'm being stupid. Alright, so enemies have half health, but I receive double damage. Okay, not amazing considering I have a slow weapon, but we will make it work nonetheless. Oh yeah, you lose a whole heart per hit. That's not amazing. Especially if I'm not being careful and getting smacked a lot. Have you thought of what awaits you once your task is completed? What is to become of you? The lamb is, after all, the sacrificial beast, bred to slaughter. If I cannot stop you, then I can at least prepare you for the suffering to come. He was the fifth bishop of the old faith, our brother, the one who waits. Back then he was known by the name Narinder. Oh no. Leader, I'm sorry. Oh, come on. Alright, well it looks like... Is that Natty? You brought Natty into this? Okay, I'm gonna have to bring Natty back to life. But now it's personal against Shamura. We are going to end their existence. Unlocked a silk cradle. I can't believe Natty was brought into this. That's taking it too far. Receive double the health. I need that just because I'm taking a lot of extra damage on this floor. With them all having half health, I can one-shot basically anything, which is nice, but I'm taking all of that extra damage anyways. It's a little bit more painful when I do get hit. Bane Hammer or Warmaker's Hammer. So that's just the base weapon with like no upgrades, so I would want the Bane Hammer, I would assume. Or Vampiric Hammer. Chance to heal the wielder. Honestly, that plays better into my build currently, just because I'm getting double health. I think that's how it works. I hope that's how it works. If it isn't, then probably should have taken the Bane Hammer, but I think I get double health through the vampiric effects also. Bunch of extra hearts. Very nice. I actually got 3 hearts there because that was 1.5 blue hearts. Double that, that's 3 hearts. Very nice, a spider lantern. And that makes it, we now are at a point, I think I'm just gonna go for the follower. I just lost 2 people anyways. Man, Shamura, kind of an a-hole. Interesting to know that Norinder, the one who waits, was formerly one of our formerly a bishop of the Old Faith. Let's listen to this person. Oh darkness, oh suffering, what say you, Lamb? Do you embrace the cruelties of this world? Sure, life is misery. May I join you? Maybe we swim in the misery of our minds together? Yeah, whatever makes you happy. Life sucks, definitely. I'm 100% of that opinion. Alright, on towards the boss. We've got a divine inspiration waiting for us when we get home. What are we waiting on? Is this gonna pop? Yeah. Alright, push forward. We're dealing some good damage, and we've got a ton of health. Both of these are horrible, but I will grab it briefly just so I can recycle it. I really don't like the axe. The attack combo on it, for whatever reason, my least favorite in the whole game. It feels slower than the hammer, which obviously it isn't, but that's just what it feels like when I'm using it. Okay, boss is down that way, so I'm gonna go and explore everything else real fast. Oh, that was a trap. I thought that was an item, so I ran straight into it. I'm being reckless and getting myself hit, but I have so much health, it's kind of like, whatever. What is this? Sacrifice health? Sure, what does this do? A single red heart was sacrificed. What do I get in return? Hearts received in turn. Oh my gosh, I have so many blue hearts. Somebody else is aged up. Makes you wish that, we'll do Path of the Righteous here. Makes you wish almost that Shamura had taken our followers that were on the, like, just on the edge of aging up, because if she did, that would have been really handy. Alrighty, this boss is already almost down. I have so many hearts, I'm just gonna tank this. One more hit, and there we go. Easy. Alright, we have small gift, gold nuggets, or just beetroots. Let's do beetroots. Make some food, see. I'm assuming it's a higher quality meal than the cauliflower. The cauliflower is already amazing, so I can only assume beetroots are even better since it's coming at a later tier. Alright. Take me home, country roads, back to the cult of the natty. Alrighty, we've got all of that going. Let's convert this person, indoctrinate him. Mono. Your name is literally Mono? Huh. Okay, you can go ahead and worship, my friend. Oh, I have a divine inspiration. I was wondering why it kept taking me to this, not collecting the actual... Let's unlock trap scarecrows. This catches birds that try to steal seeds. and we can just get some extra food out of that. Next time we will upgrade our cult to the final level once we reach 363 devotion. Perfect. Bunch of stuff there. What do these upgraded scarecrows? Oh my goodness, 10 planks per. That is a lot of planks. Alright, well, let's queue up a bunch of planks, I suppose. I also need the planks just for my housing, but we can queue up a bunch, more than we probably need, and then from there we can just build off of that. Let's collect all this devotion up, and then I want to do a sermon real fast, also just get one of those upgrades, and then we will head out and we will probably fight up against Shamura herself right at the end here. Take any tithes that we've collected. Alright, what's our new doctrine? Law and order. We only have one left. Belief in original sin. All are born guilty. Reduced faith loss when putting a follower in jail who is not dissenting. Or freedom above all else. Every day that begins without anyone in prison, gain plus 10 faith. I don't even have prisons unlocked, so I'm just going to be getting free faith off of this. Alright, let's declare a sermon real fast. Might of the Devout. We can get extra strong weapons when we start a new crusade. Very nice. Alright. And we're just going to leave everybody to it. I might cook up some meals real fast now that I think about it. Or we could also just... Hear me out. We could do a fast. We'll lose a bunch of faith, but we're also just building up faith as time goes on. And this gives me 3 whole days where nobody eats. And this allows me to be a bit lazier. I need to check in with this person. They leveled up. Give me some devotion. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm not actually going to be using fertilizer for the time being, simply because we need it for those upgraded houses. Which, speaking of upgrades, let's build not one of those. Oh, we also need 10 gold bars per... Okay, I'm not going to be building any of these, unfortunately. That's okay. Sometimes you just end up wasting some upgrades, but so be it. Alright, they're not going to be eating for 3 days, so let's do this final crusade against Shamura. The video might be a little bit longer than usual, but it's worth it to take out Shamura. 5 becomes nothing at all. The duty I owe to my brethren cannot be shirked. My temple awaits. So right at the end we have Shamura. Alright, gotta collect my weapons. Bane Dagger 10. Okay, so we're up to level 10 stuff, just straight out of the gate. That's pretty good. It is the daggers, which... not the greatest. I've come to like, probably the hammer the most, which is funny, because it's the slowest weapon, but that DPS just cannot be denied. What is going on? It's letting me go to the next area, but there's another boss active. Interesting. Alright, so we will dive headfirst into that trap there, and that bomb. Wow, I am being a little reckless, and it's causing damage. I'm not quite as tanky as I was last time, so I do need to be a bit more careful, but for the most part, we're doing okay. Take out this last spider. That's 1.5 blue hearts right there. Very nice. The Crusades have definitely gotten more and more complicated as you go through them. It used to be very linear paths that you would find. Now it's all over the place, which adds more variety, makes it a little bit longer for you to actually go through them, which is cool. Okay, so this way is closed off. Like already we have, technically from where we've gone, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 branching paths off, which is a lot more than it used to ever be. What is going on here? Shamura again? Please don't make me kill more of my followers. I envy you not. While you may yet kill me, still I would not trade places. It is time to draw this ugly business to a close. He waits at the point of the sharpened blade, the fate that cannot be outrun. He waits in the eye of the raging storm at the end of the long day done. Thank you for not making me kill my people. That's all I ask of you, Shamura. Thank you for being kind to me, taking pity on my poor, poor soul, my lamb soul. Alright, last guy. Nope. Maybe one more wave? These are bigger people, so I would think so. Alright, there we go. So this seems like the way forward because Shamura was that way. So let's just check out these 2 rooms we missed back here. Just an extra enemy room. That is completely fine. Just more resources that we collect. And then an extra card. Awesome. Fire a projectile or reveal the map. Let's fire a projectile. Every 10 seconds, just shooting out an extra little projectile to deal some damage. Sounds worth it to me. Skull pile. Alright, what are we looking at? So we have health, money, food. I would think best would probably be money. Go to the store. I don't need the extra followers. Store, rock, money. Basically make it through without fighting anybody extra. Just so that way we can actually make it to Shamura. 20% chance of negating damage. Let's go to the food store. I don't think we actually need to buy anything unless... I'll take some seeds. It's not actually even a store now that I think about it. It's not like we're paying for anything. Oh gosh. Sorry for killing all of your customers there. Not really sorry, I mean they gave me berries. Let's just take the seeds. Alright. And then I think stone and then money again. Yeah, works for me. We're not going to be the most buffed up because we won't have a ton of cards, but if Shamura is stronger than Calamar, we might have an issue, but if Shamura is around the same strength, I think we'll be okay. Just because our weapons are of a higher rank currently. Alright, we're taking out all of these spiders. It's become second nature at this point. You squish the spiders. You know, no one likes these little guys running underneath your feet, especially not our lamb cultist. So let's just take them all out. Alright. Forge onwards. Get smacked in the face, as one does. Oh, I forgot that he always draws his flames back towards him. I could deal with... Here we go, Zealous Hammer. I need a better weapon, because the damage of that, it will not carry me as much as I would like. Curses consume less fervor, or a 10% chance to deal critical hits. Let's take critical hits. Actually, how much do these cost again? Oh, 40 for an extra card. I don't think I need an extra card that bad. Oh yeah, this is dealing way more damage, and I'm getting devotion off of the fervor that I'm collecting here. Got a spider torch. I've already almost got all of the not upgrades, but blueprints for this area. Which is pretty cool. I haven't been using them as much as, like, I probably should, but they're just decorations at the end of the day. They don't really do much. They make the place look a bit prettier. Oh, I actually missed a card back here. Curses consume less fervor. Okay, so I got the card anyways, that extra one. Well, should I choose to use fervor? Now I have it. Alright, we're gonna break this seal right here. And let's go and face Shamura. He of havoc, he of blight, she of hunger, they of might. 5 becomes 4, becomes 3, becomes 2, becomes 1, becomes nothing. Alright, we have a little bit of sacrifice to turn Shamura... Oh, wow. Shamura is becoming a creepy looking spider. Did you have this underneath your robes all this time, Shamura? Wow, okay. Enough bombs there, my friend. Shamura, actually, so far at the very least, not too difficult. She's got very predictable attacks in comparison to Calamar. I've only been hit once, and that was actually by the enemy, not by Shamura. Wow, Shamura, in comparison to Calamar, bit of a pushover. Think no evil. And that is the final chain binding the one who waits below. Got the Shamura trophy. I think I might have just gotten the last 2 blueprints. Yeah, and Spider Pillar. That's all of the blueprints for this area. Very nice. Alright. "79 heretics killed." Shamura was weak, not wise. Their vision was too small to contain the multitudes of one such as I. The time has come to free me. You shall have the honor of returning the red crown to its true bearer. I admit you have worn it almost as well as I could have myself. You allowed one follower to starve to death because you knew they were barely worth the food they were fed. You sacrificed one follower to strengthen the cult to strengthen us. Your appetite for death is something I can admire, Vessel, but the crown is mine, and none are worthy, none other than I. You shall lay down your life and return to me what is mine. After millennia, all may bask in my glory once more. But it cannot be done here. The final gate awaits. Hurry now, the time is at hand. So he just wants me to roll over and sacrifice myself? Lamb, once slaughtered in the name of the captive god, ponder this. Whose name dost thou slaughter in now? Alright, Shamura is defeated. With that, we are going to end this episode here. Next time, it looks like we're going to be confronting the one who waits, and we will see how that plays out. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.